Welcome. This is Richard Bandler, and high on Mount Amala, bringing you yet another in the Neurosonics Personal Enhancement Series, which is designed to allow you to access your unconscious skills and vast wealth of possibilities, to utilize the alignment of conscious and unconscious resources to make your future a much more wonderful place than you ever expected. Now, people have run into problems and been blocked and stuck from the everyday person to the greatest minds of all time. These great thinkers, Einstein, the Aldous Huxleys, great businessmen, people like Virginia Satir, all described getting into a deep state of reflection, a state where they went either deep sleep or unconscious to the degree that they were able to let the outside world and the everyday noises and events so disappear, and they were able to then access the full extent by suspending their beliefs and letting their unconscious give them a solution. It would just pop in from here. I woke up with an idea. Think yourself, if you ever had an idea come from the middle of nowhere, well, wouldn't you like to know where to go to get them? I want you to stop now your problems in the front of your mind and make a little list. Float with the music with relaxation and realize everything you tried has taken you all the possible positive ways it has. And now we're going to access more of you and your creativity. So, as you drift from Mount Amala, just follow the instructions. Take a few moments and pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and one good example of where you'd like a really new solution. Let your mind wander and see it vividly now. 1 or 2, something good. That's right. And just relax and be ready. Close your eyes and make sure you have on your left. Enjoy. To say that there's ways and a place to begin to say there'll always be a problem. There'll always be something in the way. But whenever you find something of difficulty, it's just a chance to let it fade away. And then you can go deep inside. Because when you come up against the walls, the difficulties and the tight squeezes, you might begin to realize that these are nothing. Fertile soil in which to plant the years you've been alive, the various thoughts of your unconscious now, and let them begin to take a new root and start to grow new directions, roots into your past, seeped into the soul of your history in places you didn't know. Take root through experience of other things. If it's a problem in business, let it seep in the unconscious parts of your hobbies, your childhood, your business life, times, places, conversations with the myriad and plethora of humans you've met and seen and watched, the movies and books you've read, the magazines and moments your mind has drifted, in fact, into the very dreams you've had since you were a very small child, right up through to the present time. Because every genius, as long as time has been, has had the ability to take even the most difficult problem, and rather than smash his mind into it, they've always gone into a state of, as Aldous Huxley called it, deep reflection. Whether they called it dreaming, sleeping, or meditating, they all have the ability to find that pocket inside your mind where consciousness is capable of freely dropping away. And when it does, you put it inside the solution machine. And as it bounces from place to place inside your unconscious, as it moves up or slides down, as it bounces from the left or right, diffuses, expands, or contracts, and spreads through the roots of your unconscious experience, it finds for itself some vehicle of expression, something that fires up yourself in just the right way, so that as long as your heart beats, as long as it can beat strong, as long as the blood can flow through your veins, as long as there's neurons firing, electricity there, and vibrance in your soul, things begin to happen at the unconscious level that can coalesce and burst in. So for yourself now, as a vehicle to learn more about utilizing the problem-solving machine, let your eyes close now, and as long as you're able to just take a breath and just relax back, let the problem fall into the back of your mind, and let your conscious mind drift away to some pleasant memory. And while one goes one way and the other goes the other, then and only then will you be able to begin to access. So let your conscious mind go into an altered state, just a daydream, night dream, a thoughtful state from a time, place, somewhere far away. Make an image of your conscious mind drifting now as it always has been able to do. Think of times and places of comfort and joy, floating in water, pool, lake, or stream that drifts away. And just as the time moves in and out, there'll be a time for your consciousness to come back. But now, hear the internal voices get softer, slower. Let the pictures all begin to darken, move into the distance, and you take your conscious mind and step inside that pleasant memory. Let me speak only to the part of your unconscious mind that creates creative syntax, that it's able to make up thoughts in new ways, words, sentences of your native tongue, the part that does the new thinking. And let that idea that hasn't yeasted at the unconscious level yet begin to take that seed and let it drop way down in the back of your mind. Let it ping off of synapses, experiences. Let it fall way back inside. Let it drift down of its own accord, while your conscious mind simply floats and floats and floats away into thoughts of pleasant times and memories. And while that seed falls down, you'll be able to also remember how it felt in that pleasant memory. Take one with joy attached to it, and excitement and the thrill of trusting. As you played a game as a child, in your fantasies and your minds, those of you who built imaginary playmates or imaginary sounds from toys were able to trust your unconscious freedom to play with something in a new way, with abandonment and joy, with the fun and the thrill. Capture that youthful ability to learn from your unconscious, and as you drift back now, speaking to you honestly as having that fire Just as you first really learn what it takes to light a fire being conscious. Fire that will begin to warm the cockles of your soul. You'll find your unconscious takes that warmth and begins to germinate, really germinate, a seed. And as that seed finds for itself, really finds for itself the fluids, the moisture of other ideas from times and places long ago, and wove your history, your unconscious now can let that seed begin to germinate. It can begin to keep in mind where it is the conscious mind wanted to go. It knows how to pull together those parts of your history and learnings and readings and understandings in a new way. So that perhaps as you begin to drift back into that childhood memory and pay attention to it, you will realize that in a moment you're going to leave that memory when I count to 3. When you do, your unconscious will have pulled together some resources perhaps you'd forgotten about, perhaps ones that have joy attached to them, perhaps one with fun, but in them will be the seeds of solution, because it will coalesce. Just as Einstein found solutions in dreams, just as every great mind is woken up with a good idea, you're gonna dream the dream that will be the beginning, the dream that germinates that seed as it begins to throw out roots that move gracefully and smoothly as it pulls together and attaches, sucking the nutrients from the soil of your experience. So too will your unconsciousness pull together these things and begin to push up towards your consciousness. And when it first bursts through to the surface, it will seem like a pale nothing. And it will be the first in a series of dreams. And in each dream, the idea will begin to become clear, crystallizing in the first dream only vaguely. And in the second dream, so much higher. By the third dream, you'll feel the compulsion for your conscious mind to begin to get it, such that in that magic third dream, at the end of it, you feel like you've woken up to what you should have known all along. Now it's time to begin to dream. Dream number 1, 2, 3. Dream that dream now. skies is clear, where the leaves begin to take form, begin to suck up the sunlight that shines down from what your conscious mind knows to be its needs. And listen and watch with curiosity, because in a moment I'm gonna count to 3 again. Only this time the dream will be so much realer. The image in your mind will be 100 times larger, and the sounds will be that much more intense. It will force you to take more nutrient from the soil of your life, from the nutrients of experience, from the plethora of places and times and people that you know. 1, 2, dream and 3 now. Consciousness really examine that second dream. Think back to what was once an insurmountable difficulty, and notice how it begins to change even thus far. But yet you have not gone all the way deep into the roots of all your experience yet. Let your unconscious now extend the roots deeply, reorganizing and moving outside your beliefs. Your limited views have passed away. The barriers that were there are no longer constrictions, as those roots seep and intertwine, move through your mind to absorb just what they need to begin to present you a third, more startling dream. One with that dynamic ability to crystallize just what you need into the forefront of your mind, to make the elusive obvious known, to make the solution right on the edge of your mind, just like the word can hang on the tip of your tongue, so too can an idea be born on the edge of consciousness, ready to burst into knowledge and knowing. Now here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3. Now. And in the center of your mind now is crystallizing an idea. And suddenly it's going to begin to burst forth and become clearer and clearer. And as you glance back to what the problem was, flash will come into your mind, startling you. Here it comes, crystallizing more and more, finding a solution. It seems so simple this way. Let it come to you. That's right. And take that idea, put it in that context, and now begin to build a movie of how you'll use it. See yourself succeeding, and look into your future with great success. Solutions lie within your unconscious to so many problems, but few people take the time to access the depth of their own experience. This is just a beginning lesson in how to build the ultimate solution machine in the states that you know of consciousness and the ones you haven't learned yet. Because for you, as for all human beings, the wealth of time and experience, interacting with others, absorbing, constantly absorbing your experience, offers you the ability to take that creative wealth of experience and use it. Now let's take another difficulty. Maybe not even perhaps an insurmountable one. And we'll run it through the machine this time. And what I want you to do is simply sit back again, only this time twice as far back into your mind, and listen to that heartbeat. And when you feel your own, you don't need to do anything to make it work well, to make it continue to beat. It'll do it on its own. So will your mind automatically begin to solve problems of all kinds. Now take one more. Place it in your mind. See where you have not been as effective as you would like to. Run the movie through your mind. That's right. And this time, see yourself in it as if it was in your past, where it will stay. And pull from it a seed. Drop that seed in your unconscious now and drift off into a pleasant, pleasant memory. That's right. And you move down, down, down with a pleasant, blissful form of relaxation. Take a deep breath and only feel the air on your arms and legs. Only feel the texture of your skin from the outside in and the inside out. Only feel the blood pulse in your veins, move in your heart. Feel the air move through your lungs. And inside your lungs, the air moves inside yourself through little things called cilia. The things that work. And as you know they're there, you don't need to be aware of how they succeed, any more than you need to be aware yet of how your unconscious, very unconscious, allows you to drift and to as you dream now the first of three dreams. Quicker dreams, but deeper dreams. That's right, let your imagination run away with you into just the right place. Do it now. Another one, and another one, each one better than the one before, brighter and bigger and more dynamic. Find your successes, building, not one answer or two, but 10 or 100, each one better than the one before. Look there, see them coming, hear the sounds and the feeling of solid success as it begins to resonate through yourself, and take that feeling and let it well up into yet another image. There it comes now. Look into your future and see possibility beginning to increase and continue to open up avenues, choices, multitudes of directions you never suspected, yet there they come, falling in, drifting in, moving out. Answers, people, places, times, approaches, tonalities. Sometimes a solution is as simple as a different change in how you talk to someone, who you ask, who you include or don't include, how you divide time, stretch time, shrink time, push time, or make time for yourself to go into the right state, the state with the answers, the state with solutions, the state of deep meditation. Now, with bliss and happiness, put a smile on your face and take that feeling there. And think of the solution you've most enjoyed so far, and let the feelings in your body begin to amplify. Ooh, let them spread. Let a little tingling go right down your midline. Zoom. That's right. And feel a place in the back of your neck begin to tingle. Have it feel it move over the top of your head and spread down on either side where those precious hemispheres are. Hear a resonance from ear to ear, to the other ear and back, and to that ear and over, and feel it begin to surround and twirl around you, and let your consciousness drop down and down. You see, you've got many opportunities in life to just let yourself go down inside, way inside. Find your creative pool of resources down in there and there, oh, and there. Let yourself feel the hemispheres reach throughout your entire body, all the way down, deep tingling that midline begins to spread right out to the hairs of your arm, to the tips of your fingers, down through yourself and your legs, all the way to your toes. Feel yourself float. You can and will really enjoy the deepest of meditations, the deep reflection of your own past, the difficulty, because you've always thought you couldn't do it. But now you know you couldn't do it, yet you will learn, because what constitutes you will expand to your unconscious, and all your resources, places, time, memories. Let it go now and just drift deep. Drift. Find out how far you drift. Way to soft. Dynamic solution you've made so far. And when your unconscious hears the signal to it will coalesce with an idea, and you will return. Now drift more. This is Richard Bandler and returning to the caverns of Mount Analog to continue our research on all the things that we can do to see how your neurology, the neurosonic technology, harmonic resonance, and aid you in the future goodbye.